What was his name? Together Forever. What was his name?
Shit, I forgot.
Neighbours.
No, was it? Was it
Who's the guy?
Scott? Kylie and Jason Donovan.
Jason Donovan. There you go. All right.
Right. I wonder, yeah, no.
Are we ready?
You come forward. Come forward.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, yeah.
We are here. I can't believe that Spencer Oliver is at a Misfits event. I tell you what, you get everywhere.
Listen, you know that I started YouTube boxing off. You didn't know that, did you? KSI versus Joe Weller at the Copper Box.
Yeah.
I promoted that show.
Get out of here.
Wait, there's more. KSI versus Logan Paul. Deji versus Jake Paul at the AO Arena in Manchester. I promoted that show. Me and KSI's agent at the time was Stuart Jones, Ops Management, and they approached me, Ops Management, KSI and Stuart Jones, about putting on a boxing event, and I did. So there you go. So effectively, I started off YouTube boxing.
You know, because to be fair,
You're
I don't, and it's not often that I'm lost for words.
Yeah.
But you are a through and through. Oh my God, someone's obviously gone down. You are a through and through fighter. So you're the last person I would have believed that would have been involved in promoting crossover boxing.
Yeah, well, do you know what it was? Stuart Jones come to me and he said to me, it was me and Jake Wood actually, we was putting on Boxing with the Stars, we was doing celebrity boxing, Wayne Bridge, Jake Wood, Dan Osborne and a few others, and they liked what we was doing. YouTubers wanted to get into boxing, so Stuart Jones approached me and said, listen, can we put on a boxing event? With this kid KSI's boxing Joe Weller, and I'm like, yeah. Didn't know who they were. And they was like, yep. I said, okay, so I can do that. Where are you doing it? Copper Box. Straight away I went, whoa, hold a minute. Copper Box, no, there's 7,000 seats there. You can't do it there. And he was like, no, mate, we've sold the seats. Fucking, what do you mean you sold the seats? He went, yeah, we've sold the seats. So I'm Googling like KSI, looking up 25 million followers. This, and I was like, who's this guy? And that's where it started. So I basically put the event on. They sold it out and they done that. And then we went from there to 20,000 in Manchester. But it was, do you know what it was? And I brought Mike Buffer over for that as well. Mike Buffer done Mike Buffer done the MCing. And he was as intrigued as me. He said, Spencer, I've got to come over because I want to know what all this YouTube boxing's about. And look at how it's evolved and how it's grown. I know a lot of people, like the boxing people, knock this. But I'm more broad-minded than that. Like, so what I'm saying is that I recognise that boxing's the umbrella of what they're doing out there right now. They don't, they don't claim to be Canelo and people like that. They're just getting in there and they're entertaining their fans. It's another avenue for them to, do what they're doing. And they're getting in there and the kids are giving it a go. And so as a spectacle, it's great. Did you hear the fans just now? They're going absolutely nuts. They're all out there to see, all these guys, you got I don't know what it is, 10,000 out there now. They're all out there to see KSI do that ring walk, to see him get in there. They don't care about the quality of the match. It's all about the event. And you know what I mean? It's all about the spectacle. So I've turned up here. TalkSport have taken this show tonight. And I turned up here and so I told the guys, like Jim White's here and all that, I said, don't expect to be walking into a professional boxing show because it's not that. Don't expect to be walking into an amateur boxing show. It's not that. It's like white collar boxing. And that's what it is. But if you take it for what it is, it's a great night. It's a great night. It's great entertainment. So that's where we're at with it.
When you can talk about hindsight, because we look at obviously, Mams Taylor joining up with like Wasserman to create the Misfits.
Yeah.
Do you feel like now you should have just ran with it?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, listen, what they done with me running its course, because listen, this is what these guys do, the YouTubers, they come to me because they didn't know how to put the event on. They got all the bouts made and everything else. They didn't know how to put the event on. Once they recognised how to put the event on, they was always going to go and do it anyway. So I helped them with the first couple, and then they done with that. Listen, I'm not one of those people who go, what about me? What about me? It is what it is. That's what they've done. Like with the professional boxing, they KSI turned pro, done that thing with Logan Paul out in America, done it under Eddie's banner. Now they're doing their own thing, like what they're doing now. So listen, it is what it is. This you just got to let it go, haven't you?
I like that because a lot online, Twitter's gone mad. Like you said, with the real boxing, the traditional boxing.
It's not that. It's not that. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's the problem, that the real boxers are going, fucking money they're getting and da-da-da-da. But this is different. Like, if you go out there, the demographic's different. The whole crowd is different. These are not boxing fans. These people don't go to boxing shows. They go to see their YouTube stars. But it happens to be boxing that they're doing, and that's what it is. Do you know what I mean? So I get it, you know, but that they're claiming, oh, we're boxers, but it's all about the hits and it's all about the numbers, as you know. It's like, that's how they create their money. They're smart kids. And it is good fun. It is good fun. You know what I mean? So, listen, I'm a little bit more open-minded than that, so I enjoy it.
We talk about moving forward with this, and it's an idea that I've said I can see actual real traditional boxing and the crossover boxing coming together on the same shows to widen the audience for both types of boxing.
Listen, Misfits have just signed a 5-year deal with DAZN for 30 shows, a minimum of 30 shows over 5 years. KSI is going to be boxing on a few of those as well, so it's coming. Listen, the world is changing, do you know what I mean? And you have to move with that, and if you don't move with that, you become a dinosaur and you get left behind. So, listen, it will happen. Crossover boxing, you can't deny the numbers these kids are getting. KSI, when he boxed Logan Paul, across their channels and the views on the night, had over 500 million views. It's insane. It's insane. Like, it's just like absolutely nuts. You can't deny that. You know, when I was speaking to KSI earlier on in the week, he's saying to me, listen, what I'm doing is, if this is good for the kids, you know, a lot of kids look up to me, so they're going to see that, so it will have a ripple effect, and some kids will go into boxing gyms and find that actually they've got talent, and they'll become boxers, and that is a fact, because they're looking at KSI and want to do what he's doing. So look, it's only going to be good. It's going to get, his idea of doing this was getting kids off the streets, put them in into gyms, and this is like, you know, this is where they can end up. So if that motivates kids, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a really good thing. So I think what KSI is doing is great.
And we are literally, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there, because we're going to carry on our conversation next week as we go into another DAZN that's now doing the broadcast for the USA. Worldwide for Liam Smith and Eubank Jr. What is going on?
I know, it's insane. It's on Sky Box Office, but yeah, the rest of the world is going on DAZN. Yeah, so I really don't know what's going on. I've got to speak to Ben Shalom about that one, actually, because that one threw me a little bit as well, actually. That was a little bit nuts. But yeah, next week, insane show. I mean, Liam Smith versus Chris Eubank Jr. Everyone's got an opinion on who they think is going to win, but none of us know. And that's a great thing about it. Do you know what I mean? We've got Richard Riakporhe on the undercard. Jack Massey boxing on Joseph Parker. What an opportunity for Massey. You know what I mean? IBO Cruiserweight champion got stripped of his title, couldn't get any work anywhere, ended up working as a scaffolder over Christmas, and then this opportunity's come up. And the turmoil he's had in his life in the last 12 months, which I don't want to speak about, but people will hear about it. You know, the heartache that kid has gone through, I really appreciate him getting this chance, and he'll give it everything. That's a great fight as well. And then, you know, you got, there's loads on there. Chris Congo's on there against Esserman. Yeah, that's going to be a great fight as well. And more. So it's a great show next week. It's a great show. So we're having a bit of fun here, and then we get serious next week.
And on that note, October Red Boxing, Spencer Oliver, I will see you in a few days' time.
100%.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.